It's a pleasure to be with you. Thank you for your kind invitation. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I am really glad to be with you this day because it's a big opportunity to share thoughts about two countries that have a big number of similarities. And this is not only a political statement, it's because the facts shows precisely that Nigeria and Mexico shares a lot of values. Both countries have been colonized. Both countries have a political system based on the federal system. Mexico has 32 states, Nigeria has 36 states. And we know what exactly means these numbers because democracy construction with these big numbers is always a daily basis work. We have a multicultural population. You have Nigerians a bigger population than Mexico because with 430 indigenous ethnic groups and Mexico 68, we can say that we understand pretty well what is about the ethnic situation in our countries. What we are seeing also is that we have a cultural base linked through the family. The father, the mother of the family are the axis of the society. And beyond that, I want to state that both countries have a major role to play in the world economy, because Mexico, with more than 110 million inhabitants, and also Nigeria with 230 million, are playing an important role in demographics. So what is the point of this is to underline what is the economy of both countries. Nigeria is the major economy in Africa, and Mexico, after we joined the North Free Trade Agreement in 1994, we have really increased and triple-folded the figures. In 1994, our bilateral trade was something like 260 billion US dollars. Nowadays, our trade is about 860 billion US dollars. So Mexico's GDP is 1.4 trillion US dollars, and also you have 440 million US dollars. But these are only figures, but we have also challenges. Our main challenges are the poor people that we have in our countries, because Mexico has also a big figure on this. Something like 50 million of people are living below the level of poverty. So as I said, Minister, it's an honor to be with you to share some insights of Mexico and how we can continue working together due to these similarities. Thank you so much for welcoming.
Thank you, Excellency, the Ambassador. Let me, on behalf of the city and the staff, appreciate you for this visit today. We cherish it, we honor it. You have stated here, which is right, Nigeria relationship with Mexico dates back. We share a lot of things in common. We are not developed nations. We are still ranked as developing nation. But we know that we have what it takes to surmount our problems and see how we can put our nations in the front line of economic development. Mexico is a nation noted for agriculture. I know a lot of Mexicans and Nigerians who are running a lot of agricultural firms. We as FCT had always wanted to partner with countries, companies that will contribute to the cultural development of FCT. And of course, there's a tourist center. Abuja has all it takes to be a tourist city of the world. And so our concern is how to partner with countries, because if you look at the 8-point agenda of Mr. President, is to grow the economy, create jobs, create wealth, reduce hunger, bring women and youths as to be part of governance. That is the head of inclusivity and obedience to the rule of law. Because no country would want to invest when there's no guarantee of obedience to the rule of law. One cardinal principle of investors is when they see that there's obedience to the rule of law, they have hope, they have confidence. And Mr. President had made it clear his government has zero tolerance against anybody who does not want to obey the rule of law. There's zero tolerance for corruption.
Absolutely.
And he has shown it, and we believe we can work on it. So for us as FCT, we are willing. Look at Abuja, available land for agriculture. I am tired of signing of memoranda of understanding here. I'm interested in how do we implement it for people to benefit from it, for the people of Abuja, the FCT residents, to see really agriculture has turned the economy. Agriculture has provided employment for our teeming youths. And that is our concern. I would not like to travel from here to Mexico without any achievement. I would like to travel and bring back something, just like what Mr. President is doing.
Absolutely.
Going to countries and bring all these bottlenecks. Mr. President has dismantled them in order to allow investors to come in and invest in Nigeria. You know what Mr. President said, look, investors have said, look, we don't know when we'll bring our money, how difficult it will be, when we want to. The President has clearly made it, said, look, you are free to bring in your money, invest in Nigeria. When you want to go with your money, you are free. All those bottlenecks will no longer be there. Bureaucratic bottlenecks will no longer be there. So we are willing to partner with Mexican companies to come and grow agriculture in Nigeria. We are providing the enabling environment. Security is getting better and better under Mr. President. Look at security. That is not what it used to be. So, and I believe with time, you will see that the results are yielding positive fruits. So, we are welcome. We are willing to partner with you.
I am sure that we are going to do the necessary steps for enhancing our collaboration, for increasing the Mexican presence on business in FCT. I would like to express to you that Mexico City is the capital of Mexico with more than 20 million inhabitants. And is as a state, the authorities are elected by mandate. And but in the past, we had exactly the same situation like here in Nigeria. And now the elections process has started in Mexico just 2 days ago, and we are considering the Mexicans the possibility to have as a new president a woman. So the party in the government that is named Morena, that this is led by the President López Obrador, has a very big support with a woman candidate, but also the opposition is challenging also the position with another woman. That means
also there are two women contesting.
Two women contesting.
Are the front contenders.
And there is a new one, the third one, that is a man, very young, 35 years. That is
35 years?
Yes. This is a new, it's coming from the civil society. So these coming elections in Mexico will be a paramount in the Mexican history, because will change absolutely the political scenario, not only for the capital of Mexico, also for another different 8 states. Elections will be held in the Senate. Elections will be held for representatives or deputies that we call. Big number of elections. So 2024 will be a year of elections. All the society is now doing their own choices, and they are choosing their preferences. But I think that we are on time to develop good projects, and I accompany you with the idea to avoid the signing of MoUs. So I am open to work with your staff for the tailor of projects for cooperation, for development. What we can do is Mexico has 300 years, 220 years as an independent country. And we have built our institutions with those years. We have learned from our own mistakes. And we believe that international cooperation is something that maybe you cannot implement in the same way, but you can take at least the experiences that we have developed, and the different institutions can gain from the other experiences. So in this sense, I am totally open to work with your staff in order to develop cooperation. Investments. I was presented in the Forum for Investment, the FCT Foreign Investment, organized in the Velodrome just 10 days ago. And what I got was something very, very important, was the compendium of the projects. This compendium of the projects for investment has been sent to Mexico already. And the Mexican business, the Mexican Council on Business, they already are considering this kind of investment, this kind of projects. But nevertheless, I think that we can talk on this issue, and we can see what is exactly your priorities, what are exactly, you have mentioned agriculture. Let's see how we can focus. Mexico has also plenty of institutions, entities, universities, technical, vocational, that can really work hand by hand with Nigerians. When I am trying to underline our similarities, is because I want to share with you the concept that there is no there is no difference between us, that we can share. Maybe language could be a barrier, but we can solve it. There is not a big issue about this with the interpreters or whatever. But the most important is that you have in Mexico a partner to work with, not only agriculture, investment. So, and I am also starting here in this, my tenure just started 1 year and a half, and I think that we have time to develop initiatives, and more than glad to see that we can do in order that we can enhance this bilateral cooperation.
Thank you very much. I'm so glad for that.
Thank you.
Yes, you talk about vocation and this and that. I try to, you see, for me, just to look, streamline what you want and what you can achieve now. Education is key. We are working on vocational and skilled education, but to turn around the economy, agriculture is key. It gives employment to a lot of youths. When we have been able to achieve that, Yes, we can do vocational education. It's not a problem. But we think that some people have approached us on the vocational education, which we have agreed with them. I don't like to go from here to this area. Mexico is good in agriculture. And so I want to tap from that and see what we can do in Abuja, because it's a priority area for Mr. President.
Yes.
Mexico is also a tourist country.
We can share information. In
My essence on legal multilateral and economic planning. Oh yeah, let's work, and they will take off from here. To engage the embassy and see how we can get those who are concerned, businessmen who are investors. That's why the essence on legal and multilateral and economic planning, they are key.
Sure.
But the General Council is to back up with whatever agreements the FCT has agreed with their partners from Mexico.
Just one word talking about agriculture. In 1994, Mexicans were reluctant to accept the negotiation of NAFTA with the US and Canada because they used to say that these two countries were going to swallow us due their capital, due their investment, and after the process of the learning process that all the agro producer they had, nowadays we are exporting 30 billion US dollars in agro products. We are the major partner to US, exporting tomatoes, avocados, berries, or name any fruit, name anything that you want, and this is thanks to the location. Geography is playing an important role, sure, but the point of this is that we have learned, we are in the American market, and the Mexican culture is there, because we are not exporting our products, we are exporting our gastronomy, we are exporting what we like, what we drink, how we dance, what our songs, everything. And Mexico is also a very well and recognized country in US, not only for the products, also for the Mexican labor force that we have. 50 million of Mexicans are living in US, and so this is an important role that we are playing. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
So we'll be here to sign.
Thank you. I would like to.
That's it. Okay, I had the IBA conference for next year in Mexico City. So maybe we will.
Let's organize your presence there, of course.
Yes, we'll do.
I am just as a token of appreciation. I want to give you, on behalf of the Mexican people, a small token of the handcrafts. This is copper. It's made in one of the states, in Michoacan, in the center of the country, and they get the copper from and produce this magnificent handcraft.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, this is first. So anyway, you are in the office, you put it on the floor, you remember Abuja, which is the capital city of the nation.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. I will keep it close to me in my office every day. I will see it, and you are going to. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, my Maybe my phone to somebody because